Going to a football match in the middle of pandemic was like an undergoing New Year's test in a reality TV show. A pre-match message instructs me to arrive at Hampden Park in Glasgow 3 hours before Scotland kick off against the Republic. I must wear a mask at all times. I must take in all food from my micro bag into a plastic bag brought by the stadium, and all the catering are Lord Bishop. From the Wednesday burgers or cartons of flat Pepsi to keep me going. When I returned to the stadium 3 hours early, the crowds are predictably sparse. The pub outside the crowd overflowed with supporters wrapped in Scotland flag looked like a tempting alternative. But when I suggest to a steward they might go and get a drink ahead of the game, a look of concerned curses her kindly face. Be careful which pub you're going to, she said. They will see you coming. What is she for? Could it be the Dutch book bag A4 size damn clutching? I have given my spare ticket to Rear Scott, my friend Alistair, but he's from Edinburgh, so also now 100% at home in Glasgow. We decided to take the advice and skip the pub. Inside us there, we encountered fat in the loudest tartan soup I ever seen, including a tiny tartan clothes bag. I posed for a photo with him and had. It fits me like a glove. It is not just COVID regulation that make this unique and packed European tournament. Euro 2020, as we Bastille and Cologne, has also become sucked into the culture wars. Culture wars. Culture wars. National football team are symbol formation, but that's not a straightforward task at a time when national identity is so fiercely contested. The pressing issue for Scotland is independence, for England it is race. Lime. Voting was symbol that, but there's not a straightforward task at a time when national identity is fiercely contested. English football team had decided to take the knee before matches as a protest against racism. By the time they do it, they are booed by a significant section of their own supporters. Even the government seems uncertain about how to respond. After hesitating for a while, Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, condemned the Britain and urged fans to get behind the team. But two members of his cabinet, Jacob Rees-Mogg and Priti Patel, defended the protesters and expressed racism, but condemned the Marxists of Black Lives Matter movement. Patel, Britain's Home Secretary, accused the player of indulging in gesture and politics. Players from the England team, whose pre-game press conference are normally confined to discussing tactics, injuries, and the team's inside the game, are now being asked to rear Home Secretary. It would be natural to assume that Cabinet Minister better collect that footballer, but the Johnson government has reason to be worried of the clashing with the England team. Last year, it went down to economics when it took a Marcus as well with extreme free school for poor families. Manchester United and England Falls and mobilized a million cigarettes beyond the kitchen and forced the Johnson government to take step. The 23-year-old Westbrook preparation for 2020 defended protesters and expressing racism, included a Zoom call with Obama, while plenty of tourists are prepared about work in Westbrook, none are willing to take him in public. The cultural wars of football are not just happening in Britain. The multiracial Belgian team took the knee in Russia ahead of their opening game. They were also booed by the crowd. Russians also protesting against Marxism. Viktor Orban, Prime Minister Hungary, one of host nation for 2020, defended protesters and expressed racism, condemned the Marxists of Black Lives Matter. Patel.
현재까지 편법 증여나 불법 이게 그리고 우리 사흘째 계속
오늘 왠지 혼자 하는 없지만 해보고 싶어서 했는데 뭔가 풍성하고 진짜 봄 한상을 제대로 먹는 것 같아가지고 기분이 너무 좋았어요. 아 이제 진짜 봄이 온다 이런 느낌이 드는데 빨래도 하고 봄나물도 먹고 이제 식물 케어도 하고 이제 이사 왔지만 집이 되게 내 집 같다라는 느낌이 들어요. 여러 가지 뭐좀 뭔가 나를 받아들여준다? 라는 생각이 많이 들고 잘 살 수 있을 것 같아요 집에서.
No expressive as content remarks hatta böyle subsequent accused player and then judge and then players from urbanism so right improve Viktor Orban, Prime Minister of Hungary, one of the hosts of Viktor Orban is himself a right-wing provocateur who has become a hero to the Trumpist right in America by issuing a warning about LGBT and gesture being flooded by Muslims. None are willing to take him. Culture RT 마셔 마젠티.
누룽지 또 보실 수 있습니다. 지금은 돈을 내는 게 아니라 보험 가입이 아니라 전화번호
Orban is himself a right-wing provocateur who has become a hero to the Trumpist right in America by issuing a warning about the LGBT and gesture being flooded by Muslims. But even some moderate conservatives are uncomfortable with football taking the knee. One prominent hoarding guy agreed in Lamas to me that football is to a public space, but now the national team has become a source of division. I can see what it means. This year's tournament inevitably brings back memories of Euro 96. When England played their games at Wembley, the whole country did seem to get behind the team in an uncomplicated sort of way. Back then, packed the stadium, all joined in singing of the Lions, football's coming on. Now the stadium are largely empty and some of the home crowds are actually going to place. But as somebody who has been to many England games over the years, I know that the team was never mixed up with politics or race is an illusion. England games always attracted England games always attract a substantial number of sorry hooligan bar-right supporters who strike game press conference normally confined to whose trademark is no surrender to RA. No surrender to RA. The last European Football Championship in France in 2016. The ugly tradition of English hooligans will be immersed when last year when England played again Wembley they won the world. When England forward mobilized when England played again Wembley and the whole country they seem to get behind the team in a complicated sort of way. Back then packed the stadium all joined in singing all coming on. Now the stadiums are largely empty and some of the home crowds are actually being pillaged. By somebody who has been to many England games over there, I know that the team was never mixed up with politics or race or illusion. When England games have always attracted a substantial number of Saudi hooligan and far right supporters whose trademark chant is no surrender to RIA. The last European Football Championship in France in 2016, the ugly tradition of English football hooligans will be immersed. When I remarked to another fan that I didn't particularly enjoy being caught up in a new riot, outside a bar, Max says, I was told currently, if you don't like it, you should stay at home watch the game on television. The football ground in 1970 where I saw the most over racism, it was routine to see the players by booze and monkey noise. The football authorities and commentators were silent about this for many years. So if the current national staff will then want to make a statement about racism, it is hard to accuse them of bringing politics into a public space. The politics, particularly the racial politics, have always been there. The identity issues are already different for Scotland. Euro 2020 defended protest when Euro 2020 in order to prepare the preparation for 2020 comes as the Scottish government. Euro 2020 comes as the Scottish government ramping up demand for a second independent referendum. This is the first major international tournament the team has qualified for since 1998, neatly fitting the narrative of national revival. Arriving in Scotland for the first game of the tournament, I find the local paper full of optimism. In recognition of the enormity of the occasion, the Scottish government has even allowed schools that listen to allow the kid to watch the game against sex lives. As a visiting English fan, I wonder how I feel about all this. I grew up supporting Scotland in big international tournaments. I had little options since England failed to qualify for the World Cup in 1974 and 1978. But British identity was less complicated back then. The anthem played for the Scotland side that lined up to play Brazil in 1974 was God Save the King. Although two recording does not show the Scottish player looking particularly delighted. The team belting out the team
국회가 선출한 헌법재판관 3인의 임명을 거부하면서 이제 한 총리가 그때 당시에 여야 합의를 전제로 내세운
Today, the crowd and team will be belting out Law Scotland, Lloyd, the stern word that we can still rise now and be the nation again. When Scotland qualified for the World Cup in 1973, there were more than 90,000 people inside Hampden. But today, thanks to COVID, it's a little over 9,000. Far from the joyous return to the big time that has been advertised, it feels pretty bland and only understand, even if the Tartan army has been reduced to little more than a couple of battalions. They belt out Law Scotland loud enough to drown out the conversation. The team start the game with all the expected passion stream for their captain Dale Burson can be seen gesturing to his player to calm down. Then the tech score and the air sucked out of the stadium.
헌법재판소의 헌법상의 기능을 좀 정지시키려고 했던 이런 좀 중대한 헌법 위반 행위라고 해석을 해서 파면 사유에도 해당을 한다 이렇게 뭐 설치를 하면서 앞선 재판관들과는 굉장히 다른
The Tartan with the belt of loud enough to Passion for the captain the boss can be seen gesturing to his player to calm down. Then the tech score and the air sucked out of the stadium. At halftime, which a true spend in the tournament next to Trial, the warmest spot in Hampden, there is hopeful chatter around that Scotland might be able to turn this round. But early in the second half, football stories made by the text. The team center forward guessed the ball on the halfway line and floats ball over the Scottish goalkeeper into net. It is one of the most brilliant goals any of us will ever witness. The crowd is now almost totally silent, apart from a tiny group of cheering Czechs on the other side of the stadium, and a group of children near me who continue happily shouting for Scotland, while the other around them is frozen in horror. After the match, Alistair reminds me that Scottish fans are used to bitter disappointment.
공직자로서의 우리나라의 국정 운영을 위해서 이제 필요한 그런 이제 사람들인데 그 사람들이 이제 역할을 수행을 함에 있어가지고 법 위반이 있는 경우에는 우리가 더 이상 이제 이거를
We imagine them scoring wonderful goals and celebrating the fan, but what if your goalkeeper floundering flat on his back and tangled up in the net? Euro 2020 has already delivered humbling setback for two football-mad popular leaders. Orban gave permission for a capacity crowd to attend Hungary's opening games in Budapest against Portugal, only to see the national side lose 3-0. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, president of Turkey, traveled to Azerbaijan and sat in a place of honor next to Azer prison from where he was able to see Turkey go down to a 2-0 defeat against Wales. Against Wales. The England team disappointed their fans. The England team also have a habit disappointing their most ardent fans. The side often portrays their embodiment of what we like to believe are national characteristics. Courage, calmness, under pressure. In fact, as a recent piece by Donald Liam in the Guardian points out, England are uniquely bad at holding a lead in a tournament. The numbers indicate the best, and they might even be bottlers, and they all have the French and Italians are much better at holding their own than they did. If Gareth Southgate, the England manager, can somehow break this cycle and turn England into winning output, it will inadvertently provide a huge boost to Johnson government that is desperate for some more success of Brexit. But Southgate eloquently and differently. But Southgate has subtly but unmistakably positioned himself to the left of the government when taking the knee. He leads the ultimate show team and has continued to defend the right to make statements other than football. It has become settled wisdom that culture wars always work better for the right than the left, but football may be an exception. All poll taken across Europe before Euro 2020 defended protesters Italy is a multiracial team and continue. Maybe it's the protecting 54% of England football team. If the England team keep winning, the number in favor may rise along with the team's popularity. But once the right may find itself on the wrong end of the culture war for the duration of Euro 2020, I will care much less about who wins the culture war than who wins the tournament.
저도 잘 애매한 게 이 최상목 대회 같은 경우에도 이런 권한쟁의 심판에서 결과가 나왔음에도
The
불구하고
tournament.
바로 이제 임명을 하진 않았거든요. 그런 것에
For Scotland, Euro 2020 began with a deflating defeat. The England team disappointed fans almost as reliably as Scott, just slightly later in the day. On the other hand, this is a real tournament. It's taking place in the middle of pandemic. The stadiums are quite full and England are playing half the season. I am allowing myself to hope for a real outcome, an England victory.